Hey all, welcome back to the channel, and today our trek through the FansProject Saurus Ryu-Oh, or Dinoking, or Monstructor if you will. The trek through looking at that entire combiner set continues when we look at the second member, Dinoshi, and the Pretender Shell. Both of these items, along with the Toyhax set for both of them, all of that and more will be our focus this time around in the latest GotBot True review. Hey all, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, man, please like, comment, share, of course, subscribe them while you're at it. Light them up, baby. Hit that notification bell, please. It helps me out a ton. It lets you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, the Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for, as well as all my social media links. All of that down in the description below. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we offer to you through Teespring. Or, of course, hit the join button right here on YouTube to become a channel member. And this is the continuation of looking at FansProject Saurus Ryu-Oh. We don't have, to my knowledge, as of this recording, an official Dinoking, and he's a combiner that I like. I always thought was neat. I always thought he was kind of cool. I am more drawn to Dinoking than I am Monstructor, but you know, it really only boils down to the coloration, honestly. I do like these, the Dino Pretender Shells. This is the Ankylobot, or Ankylosaurus, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm not sure. I don't know a lot about dinosaurs. Where's Crimson Raptors when I need him? Shout out to Crimson, by the way. But, you know what? Great Pretender Shell. Great bot, but there is one nagging little issue that just bugs me. Without any further ado, let's head over to the table and take a closer look at these two. And yes indeed, so today we continue on with Saurus Ryu. It is of course FansProject's take on Dinoking, or for those of us who probably know the North American fiction a little bit better, Monstructor. This is really Dinoshi along with the Ankylobot shell. This is the Pretender Shell. This is an Ankylosaur apparently. I think that's how you say it. I honestly don't know much about dinosaurs. And those who know him as a Dinoking member will probably know him best as Gairyu. Those who know him as a part of Monstructor will know him as Bristleback. Whew. So Dinoshi is FansProject's name, the Dinoking name is Gairyu, and the Monstructor name is Bristleback. I like the Dinoking colors. I like the Dinoking version because we actually had animation. Nevertheless, nice Pretender Shell. We do have Toyhax labels on it here. There is a label right up front, as well as labels back here. This set is a little older. These stick okay on this mold. There's another label here and one on the other side like it. I think that's it on the shell. On the shell as well, we have a slot here because the shells can actually work like piggy dinos, I suppose. And we have a block up here that we can put the blaster in. It goes left, right. It can kind of angle up and down a little bit. I don't want to do too much with it because on one of these I'm already after breaking the handle. Before I go on, I want to give a huge shout out and a big thank you to Razor Bear. I'm able to look at this because of him. We take the back off here, and inside, you guess it, we have our boy all packed away inside of his Pretender Shell. We're going to get him out, and you'll see that we start off kind of compact first. Now, I'm not going to lie, I'm going completely off this without any instructions, so we'll kind of see how it goes, but I think I got the basics. So, these were folded in, they're going to come out on the side. These here are what... Technically they're his arms in robot mode, but they're also his front paws in, I'm saying paws, claws, in this mode. We put that head up and we can even open the mouth. So we have kind of the upper body done. It's pretty simplistic. On the back here, you want to pick this off the side and then you bring it down. When you bring it down, actually I guess we straighten out a leg. And then we're going to bring it down. But when we bring it down, we have a peg here, and in the green center, we have another peg hole. and that tabs on there to give us a hind leg, which I think is actually supposed to be like this. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Over here we do the exact same thing. We bring this out on the side, we bring down the foot, we bring this back, and then again we tab that in, and I think we go down like this. And we turn the guy at the waist. And this is what we have as his, I don't know, lizard griffin mode? I don't know what we exactly call this. Now, in terms of being accurate to the Gairyu animation, not quite. There should be some black where we have some of the white here. Some of the green is in different locations, but this is very true to the actual G1 toy release. So much so that the Toyhax set really gives that added detail. Inside the mouth, we have an added piece of red detail with a Toyhax label. I added this Decepticon logo on the shoulder. Really, he should have one kind of on his chest, I think. But you know what? We'll buy it. The red detailing up on the shoulders and kind of almost going down through his arms like, I'll call it like energon veins. It was all painted red, but this very much sort of fills it in with a sheen and some more kind of added detail. On the wings, we have a lot of labels that are very G1 accurate. We have more labels on the knees, and in these circles here, same thing, it was painted, but we have them filled in with labels as well. The back legs are on ratchets, go forward and back. The feet go up and down. I guess if you want to break the, you know, the connection there, you can have the leg go out this weird way to the side. I don't know why you would do that, but you could. The wings, they move like up and down and all around. There's a bit of an ab crunch there that you can sort of use. These are the arms, so you have full range and mobility there. In terms of what this guy becomes, he is an arm. So pretty decent mode here. In terms of being an arm, we untab and sort of bring that back and bring this up. There we go. And now what you're going to do is, using this circular peg, you're going to use a circle out here, and when you bring this in, you're going to line it up and peg it on. And you're going to do the same over here. I know I made that look a little bit messy, I apologize. So we bring this off from the side, we rotate it up, bring this down and bring this foot like this. So this is kind of the orientation that you want the leg to have on the side. And then again, using this hinge here, you're going to take this circle and put it over this peg. Thusly. What else will we do here? We're going to pick up the peg on the back. We're going to, just like we had done inside the Pretender shell, we're going to kind of fold up those arms again. By the way, the claws can go pushed back, and there is a little section there. We also have these little rectangular tabs kind of down on his arm. They're supposed to go to the body, but I don't know. I kind of get them in there. The arms don't move, so I'm cool with it. We close the mouth, and then I bring it all the way down like to his chest and bring the robot head in like that. That works for me. I bring these wings up and they lock in, and I leave them all the way out. I make sure I got the body extended ever so slightly. I turn this way so that these are kind of facing forward, because that gives us our elbow band. The hand, which I don't have at the moment, would go clipped in over right here to make sure that these parts stay solidified together. Functional arm with a swivel and a respectably deep elbow. Not quite 90 degrees, but respectably deep. And the reason I take the head and bring it forward is so we do have a shoulder that can go all the way out to the side. In terms of going to his, by the way, he can stand like that even. In terms of going to his robot mode now, we can open up the head there and pick this out and bring that back up. We can open out this arm and bring that down behind it, and open out this arm and bring the claw down behind it. You can see some of that Toyhax detail now a little bit clearer. You can turn the guy this way. The front of the pelvis is right there. you want to take a foot out and turn it around, take a foot out and turn it around. And then you want to really extend the legs thusly, split them, and boom, in the end, here we have Dinoshi, or Gairyu, or Bristleback, if you will, in his robot mode. And here we have our boy next to the Kingdom Huffer and the Shattered Glass, technically Earthrise mold version of Ratchet. You can see he's pretty much a deluxe. He'll definitely fit in with your mainline offerings, your mainline Decepticons for sure. Now let's get to some scores for our boy. If I didn't mention it, he holds his blaster stupendously well. Beyond that, the coloration on the guy is not as accurate to the animation as I'd like, but it's super accurate. I mentioned this before to the like G1 toy release. For Bristleback, we would have really kind of a teal color where the green is here and gold where the white is. He's well known in G1 for being a limb, for being a character that very much suffers from GPS, unfortunately. In terms of scores based on the animation, like I said, there should definitely be more black and whatnot. I'm going to say it's only about a 5, but since we're really grading this more on the toy release, we sort of have to. I'm going to say it's a 9.5 for that. If you know the character of Gairyu in the G1 release, this is very, very, very true to it. So I'm going to say 9.5. In terms of the transformation, again, I'm going to say 9.5. I think that it is very smooth. I think it makes logical sense. Then we get to the articulation, which you can see is okay here. He holds his blaster quite well. No problem at all. It's very solid. We're going to take that out. Now, the head can go left, right, up and down. Not so much up, actually. A little bit, not much, but down into his chest, no problem. The wings go back, and they can go up and down as well. If you get them back all the way, you can get the arm all the way around. We do have a shoulder. It only goes out to that far. Like, I wish the shoulder went out a bit further. The arm does have a swivel. Does it have a, well, kind of a swivel because of the ball joint that's down here. But what we have is a double elbow. And the double elbow is made up of like a ratchet up top that goes down into a ball joint. And the ball joint is really where you get that swivel. So it's a bit weird. Nothing at the wrist. The waist has a swivel. And we have a little bit of an ab crunch, and because of the elbow, he can actually like bend way back. The legs. Good and bad here. First thing to note, the toes, they can like give you a swivel that's supposed to be like an ankle tilt. The knee only goes to there with the transformation stock the way it should be. So I open this out and tend to bring it down, and then I rotate that up around. Yes, it's more kibble on the side of the leg, but man, now you get over 90 degrees at the knee, and that works for me. So I'm going to, again, do the same over here. I bring it out, I bring it down, and then I rotate this up around. Like I said, it works for me. It's not going to work for everybody, but you know what? It's still, like, the guy's still super solid. He does have a thigh swivel. The leg goes back in a ball joint, solid. Goes forward on a ball joint, solid. Can go out to the side on a ball joint, not as solid. It will start to come down, but here's the problem. That's the problem. If you go out too far, that happens. If you don't hold the hip and you want to turn the thigh, that happens. If you want to have it go forward, that happens. It pops off the ball joint, no problem. Now here's the weird part. You saw that forward, it's a good ball joint, good tension, doesn't fall. Backward, good ball joint, good tension, doesn't fall. Out to the side, it's okay tension to a degree. So while it pops off the ball joint, it's actually a very minor thing, but because it happens at all, and it will be a nuisance to you when you're posing this guy, even though he'll hold poses terrific, I'm going to have to say, instead of giving him another 9.5 like I wanted to, On my copy, that's only going to get about a 7, 7.5, which means this guy overall, instead of being the 9.5 he should be, is going to be more like a 8.5, 8.75. Still excellent, but you do have to do that bit of a workaround. And here we have Dino-Ni and Dinoshi, the two that we've looked at so far. By the way, my understanding is that they are named as Dino 1, Dino 2, Dino 3, using the Japanese numbers, basically. I don't know what they are, so I'm definitely doing these out of order. Pretty sure Dino-Ni is 2, and I'm pretty sure Dinoshi is actually 4, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, I did both of these guys first because they are the 2 arms, and now we've got both arms of Dinoking done. On the whole, here we have a fun offering from FansProject. Generally, very well done. I'm hoping that the issue with the ball joints on the hips is just my copy. Like, I hope it's not like a widespread thing. I guess people who have him would know. Does it ruin the guy? Absolutely not, because he still holds everything well. They're easy to pop on, and they're solid once they're on. It's just you got to know kind of your tolerances and your range of motion. As long as you can kind of accept that you might need to pop a leg on now and again, it's really good. As for the Pretender shell, I mean, it doesn't do much, but it certainly looks the part. Solid, solid offering. And here we are once again, and here they are. I dig this. I like this. It is one of the better little dino lads. It's too bad that certain things don't move on it, but it's a Pretender shell. I get it. I'm cool with it. It doesn't need to do anything more than look cool like it does. Then we get to this guy. I like it. I do, and it is generally pretty darn solid. But that issue with the hip ball joints, as minor as it is, it still drives me nuts. Like, I mean, I have them here, and like, as I shake them, like, nothing moves. Like, they're solid. I put, like, it's solid, and I've shaken it a bunch now. Because I don't want people who see this thinking, oh, well, he's not even going to be able to stand up. Yes, he can. He can stand up just fine. The only thing is, when you're trying to move him, if you do it absent-mindedly and kind of don't hold his hips onto the ball joints, they're going to pop off. Not a big deal, not a deal breaker, but a niggling little nuisance. Kind of fantastic, kind of great, and I hope that that niggling little nuisance is kind of an issue, like, unique to my copy of the mold and not something widespread, and I really don't know. Other people that own this mold would be able to tell me. Easy transformation, great articulation, awesome look, love the guy. Look forward to moving on with part 3. In the meantime, let me know what you think about this guy and his Pretender shell. A huge thank you again to Razor Bear for making this happen. I appreciate it so very much, and I appreciate you so very much for dropping by, for giving me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we offer to you through Teespring, or of course hit the join button right here on YouTube to become a channel member. While you're at it, please hit the subscribe button. Stick around, man. Have some fun with us here on the channel. Don't forget that somehow, someway, each and every single day, you right there, do make a difference. And I look forward to the next time, baby. Now you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams on Thursday nights, at the stop motion premieres, at the old-fashioned way, right here inside the videos.